Hey, it's Coop, and welcome to Six Pack, the show where we talk good games and good beer. Today we're taking a look at Valhalla and SunUp Brewing Company's White Russian Imperial Coffee Stout. Bottoms up! In the cyberpunk future of 2070X, the citizens of the dystopic Glitch City struggle to survive. To escape the harsh reality they live in, a handful of people frequent this little bar in the slums called Valhalla. Valhalla follows its ace bartender, Jill, as she makes drinks and changes lives. As the cyberpunk bartender action subtitle implies, you're making drinks for the weird and oddly endearing cast of characters that swing on by the bar, including, but not limited to, cyborg assassins, cat girls, streamers, and sheeps. Rad sheeps. You'll soon realize that it takes a bit more than just following the recipe to make your clients happy. When they don't know what they want or feel like throwing a curveball, listening closely to them is key. Depending on how well you do at the end of the night, a little extra money is added on top of your paycheck, which Jill desperately needs to pay her bills. Between each night at work, Jill can save, browse the internet, or visit the store to purchase many items that will keep her focused at work. Outside of that, Valhalla is mainly a visual novel that pulls you in hard with its world building and characters, shining with dialogue that ranges from darkly humorous and bizarre to heartwarming and even tragic at times. I laughed and cried many times with these folks. While some folks consider visual novels to be outside of the game space, the experience Valhalla provides is such a treat that it's worth a whirl if you give it a chance. The day-to-day running of a bar and interacting with your clients deeply resonated with me, as I have tended bar a time or two. Hell, I grew up in one. Valhalla does so many things right for me, I wonder at times if Sukaban Games almost made it for me. Especially when you add in the many references strewn throughout, with nods to Kamen Rider, Getter Robo, and G Gundam amongst many others. I was smiling from ear to ear every time I spotted a new one. Valhalla's gorgeous pixel art immerses you in the most anime cyberpunk world you could think of. Combined with the dialogue, the bright and neon-tinged art fully realizes the world and characters in it. The design takes cues from Blade Runner, Snatcher, and a little Bebop for good measure. Funny I mentioned Snatcher, as Valhalla's soundtrack stands toe-to-toe with it. Its relaxing and toe-tapping beats make for another great soundtrack you could listen to outside of the game. I really enjoyed my time with Valhalla. Hats off to the team over at Sukaban Games. If you're looking for something with a great story to scratch your cyberpunk itch, I highly recommend it. Valhalla is on Steam for $14.99 with a Vita port on the way, including a physical version from Limited Run Games. As a bartender, one of my favorite drinks to make is the White Russian. And when I found a beer of it, I was chomping at the bit to cover it. This dude has an ABV of 9.3% and it's 65 IBUs. The White Russian taste takes a backseat to the fresh roasted coffee taste of the beer. At first, I was a little disappointed that you didn't get much of the milk taste you expect from a White Russian. But over time, I grew to appreciate how deeply this leans into the coffee flavor. I'd recommend that you take your time drinking this, as I found myself in a one-and-done situation afterwards. It's a strong one. This is a rad beer if you're in a coffee mood, but you'd rather drink a beer. I will say, a milk stout version of this would be amazing! I do have to mention, though, that while it may be just the can it came in, I did get this weird celery aftertaste in the front half of the beer. Then again, this did travel all the way up from Arizona on planes, so that could be a factor. SunUp's White Russian Imperial Coffee Stout is available year-round and only in Arizona. So if you're not in Arizona, it never hurts to phone a friend. If you're interested in this stout or SunUp Brewing Company, check out their website to see what they're brewing. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Six Pack. I'd greatly appreciate a like or subscribe. Thanks again, and remember to drink responsibly. Cheers.